The worst part of the life insurance sales business is the uncertainty you can feel when you don't know your numbers. You don't know what's going on in your business. Am I even making money? How much am I spending on leads? How much profit will I have at the end of the year? What percentage of my clients are dropping off the books and why? It's a streaky business where your emotions go up and down like the biggest roller coaster you've ever been on. And if you've never felt like quitting, then you're superhuman. If you rely on your feelings, you will go insane and quit this business. However, if you closely track and have a system to monitor key performance indicators, you will have certainty on how you're doing and where you're headed. So, after stumbling through this uncertainty and figuring out the most important numbers for myself, I finally put together a Google Sheets dashboard to track every key piece of information to know exactly how I am doing at all times, pinpoint where I need improvement, and project how the year will end up. Right, so on my dashboard here, you'll notice all bottom line numbers right up top in big bold numbers. So I always know exactly where I stand in terms of bottom line profit, in terms of profit earned both front and back end, all 12 months, profit to be received this year, both advanced profit and residual, profit deposited actually in my bank account as of today, January 13th, and then profit deposited after taxes. So you know your realistic after taxes number shows you your goal, your optimistic, realistic goal based on what you want to accomplish by the end of the year, the percent complete of that goal that automatically adjusts based on your sales that you input, and then what you're on track for. So if you were to continue the pace you're on right now, this is what you'll end up with at the end of the year. So obviously it's only 13 days into the year, so that number is unrealistically high due to a small sample size. But hopefully it stays there, and hopefully it increases. Probably probably won't. And then key performance indicators. This is super helpful, especially the colored cells here, the green, yellow, and red, which you can see stands for acceptable, needs improvement, and unacceptable. They're conditionally formatted, so if the numbers adjust based on your performance, it'll change color. And just like a dashboard, if you're driving down the road and you see a car, something flashing on your car dashboard, you can see what's wrong with the car or what's wrong with your business in this case. So average AP is in yellow because it's 1065 AP. That needs to be up to 1100 plus. Everything else, thankfully, is green at this point in time. You can see your closing percentage, persistency, placement, acquisition costs. I like that number right now. Average profit per sale, total profit per sale, even profit per every lead you buy. So that gives you confidence if you have lead purchasing hesitancy. Hey, every lead I buy, I'm going to make $126 advanced or $208 total. So percent of GI business, that number's too high. That needs to go down. Small sample size, it should over time. But here's your dashboard that you always know exactly what's going on. The other key sheet here that you fill out is your projections. 4 scenarios: optimistic goal, moderate performance, you didn't do as well as you wanted to, worst case scenario, everything goes bad, and then this is what you end up with, and then real-time projections, which is based on your existing performance. So it automatically adjusts and updates as you go. So you can edit all these scenarios right here on the right side. You just enter the light yellow boxes, and then everything auto adjusts and everything links with everything else. So the other big sheet here that you'll see is the weekly performance sheet. It goes on here to the end as well. You divide the year into 52 weeks. So you always have a big picture view on how you're doing. You win the day, you win the week, you win the month, you win the year. So here I always highlight the current week in light yellow so you can find it easily when you're updating it. Most of this auto calculates, but this is super helpful. These 2 columns, the most important obviously, profit advanced, profit earned, and then over here your bank deposits and net cash flow for the month. That's important to see because that's obviously your net cash flow, closing percentages, etc. And then you enter every deposit that goes into your bank account, and then it auto sums here by the carrier, by the month, so you can see who's paying you the most, et cetera, et cetera. You track every miscellaneous expense, every mailing, every software subscription, every licensing fee. You track your lead purchases. You estimate your taxes, your persistency, your overall persistency. There's nothing on here because we're 13 days into the year. Nobody's canceled yet. But these are just customized reasons on why people would cancel a policy. Pretty much every one of my cancellations falls into one of these that I can think of. And so you can see, what carriers do I have the best persistency? Why are people canceling? How many months do they pay before they cancel? So you can see big picture trends. And then for the policy tracking sheet, I'm showing you a test version here so that I don't expose my client's personal information, but this is where I enter every single sale. So name, date of birth, address, email, etc., carrier, policy number, so on and so forth, draft date, billing type, everything that you need to know about the policy, commission, amount, renewal percentage, and then also I added these here. If the policy drops, that's where you select your reason. Why did the policy drop? We put it there, and then it auto um, calculates in the persistency tab so you can see big picture trends. And then also a little tracker here to make sure you're sending mail, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, birthday, and then just a little spot for keynotes here at the end. So anyway, the beauty of it is that it's all customizable to display what's most important to you and to monitor your business individually. So it's just hopefully that gives you some ideas. You can use the template if you'd like or create your own. But this has been one of the most helpful tools I've used to keep my sanity and know exactly where I stand and where I'm going.